Well, I put the last little bit of mud on the walls over here to fill in. So I was one little tiny bit of sanding in some areas that were a little shown, a little rough, a little whatever. And I moved the floor over. Yay! So I had to fill in that little gap there. I just mopped the floor and all these little pieces right here. Anyway, so I have to paint. So I fill in that space and I fill in that. What I found is a piece of flooring that snapped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put those there. So you won't see it, I'm just gonna glue them or staple them in place. And then I'm just gonna fill in with plywood, the same thickness. I think it's like 1/4 inch or 3/8. I got that laying around the house. So mop the floor. I took off all the trim. So I'm gonna put new trim on. The issue is the trim that we're looking at is 5 inches tall and the gap at the back of the shelf is only 3 inches. So we're not gonna put trim on all the walls. We're gonna just put trim on after the shelves are in place. So sorry about that for whoever moved in here after. Not my problem. Yeah, so we're ready to paint. I'm gonna start on the ceiling. We're replacing that light, so I just detached it from the ceiling so I can paint underneath it because I don't know what we're gonna put up there. But tape around here, obviously, on all 3 sides. Put the drop sheets on the floor, obviously, and start painting. So I'm going to let this thing dry a little bit because I just, of course, just mopped it. So it's a little wet, it's a little humid in here, and it's raining outside. Look at the view I have from the living room. Life is good. I'm thinking about putting my Lego table on a dais so it's higher, so I can look out the window. Because when you're sitting down, you're looking at that. But if I raise myself up 2 feet, then I can look out the window all the time. That is okay. There's a little bit of trash down there. I have to get that out of there. But that is a spectacular view. Many seasons of spectacular views. Anyway, this is that view. Just an FYI, in case you guys didn't hear this before, that view is exactly how I bought this place. So it wasn't for the townhouse, I'll tell you that. The townhouse it's been fantastic. I'm gonna say that for the last almost 22 years. But it'll be 22, no, it has been 2 years. I moved in August 2003. So I've been here for 22 years now. That's insane. This is the longest I've lived in one place in my life. 22 years in this house. And it is our house. With all its deficiencies, but it has not let us down yet. And the deficiencies right there have been fun to fix. So no complaints from me for all the work that we've been doing for the last 22 years in this place. I would hate to think about the contractor bills if we actually got contractors to do all the work we've done in this place over the years, because I mean, I'm gonna say this is one of our smaller renos, taking out a closet, even though it's been a week now. I started last Sunday taking this down, so it's been exactly a week. Today is 1 week into this reno, minus my real full-time job and everything else. But and yeah, there was a lot of holes, just a lot of holes and divots and pain points in the wall. So that's, hopefully I got all of them, even in the closet, obviously, and then on that wall. Josh had all those awards and stuff hanging up on the wall. So, and there's, as I said, there's cinder block behind that wall. So, and of course we painted his room, but we didn't paint the closet. So that's fun. So it happens. Sometimes closets don't get painted. So here we are. I'm actually very happy with how this turned out, and I can't wait to start moving shelving into here. We have a tentative arrangement of shelves. A very good friend on my friend Jeff's channel came up with another brilliant idea, which I'd love to implement, but it's not feasible at this point. But excuse me. But I am going back to the idea that I just do 5 along that wall. If they'll fit, just put 5 instead of having this little outcropping here. 1 on that wall, that's 6, and then 4 on this wall. and then that gives me 10 shelves, and then I downsize, which will help my downsizing, which gives a lot of floor space in here, which I kind of don't mind having. But even if I do with the little outcropping here with the 2 extra shelves, and that just be 4 along that wall and then the 2 sticking out here, that's still a good idea too. And that will give me 11 shelves altogether. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the shelves together without bolting them to anything, and I'm gonna keep on rearranging them until I'm happy. I do have to cut the desk down. I removed the desk from here again. And then I have to figure out how to cut 2.5 feet off of it nicely without, I'll probably have to take it outside and take a skill saw to it. I don't know how I over-engineered that thing. I have like a whole 2x3 under the table foundation, so it won't, you can dance on it. It's like a dance floor. I got, that's way too heavy to move. I need Josh to help me. But yeah, so I'm going to let the humidity dissipate a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna get a damp cloth and wipe down the walls, because there's probably a lot of dust on them from all the drywalling that we've been doing. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then we will go from there. I thought I'd give you guys an update, and I couldn't be happier right now. This is coming together perfectly fine, and we'll see what happens next. Talk to you soon.